Me and my girlfriend are expecting and I don't think it's mine. What should I do? Hey guys. So for backstory, me, 26M, and my girlfriend, 24F, have known each other since 2019. We met on Tinder while she was visiting my state, she's not from where I live, and we connected immediately. I fell for her hard. We didn't start officially dating until November of last year though. During the time beforehand, she met a guy she was working with who had a BM and child. The BM ended up passing, RIP, and on the day of her funeral service she went over to his house to console him and she ended up giving him head. She didn't tell me until much later and I forgave her. I told her not to link up with him again and trusted she wouldn't. I had her location, and one day when I was on my way to my job orientation I caught her at his apartment. After numerous times of calling, she finally answered, but in the bathroom. We got into it. I blocked her for a while, but we eventually made up. She promised me she wouldn't see him again. This time she kept her promise, if that even matters now, and said that distance was her biggest issue. We decided that if we really wanted this, we should officially date, which we did. I came out to see her a couple times at the end of last year, and she came to my state to celebrate Christmas with both sides of my family. Fast forward to January of this year. I told her I would come see her in January, but couldn't make it due to financial troubles. Boom, came out there twice in February and found out she was pregnant. Neither of us were expecting it. She told me she didn't want to keep it and had no plan on telling her parents because of it being so unexpected and we don't have the funds ourselves to care for a child, which I agreed. But when she gave me the papers confirming her pregnancy I noticed that it said she was a couple days pregnant before I had last seen her, which I thought was odd. I did some research and found that the date could be off due to it being an estimate, so I pushed it to the back of my head. We decided we should move in together and thought it would be best for her to come to my state. Since then she has been living with me without paying rent, doing minimal things around the house which I will admit was irritating but understandable to a point because she is of course pregnant. The problem is I wasn't prepared for to be paying all the bills by myself. Our rent is $2,000 a month, because she told me she would find a job before she came out here, which she obviously didn't. We recently had a talk about our living situation and decided it's best for her to move back in with her mother so she could be better taken care of and start going to the doctor. Because of her not working and me not making enough to cover rent and feed us, she wasn't able to go to the doctor since finding out she is pregnant. We scheduled an ER visit today, and when we told them she is 16 weeks, they came back and told us she is actually 19 weeks and 5 days. I did the math. And that is in the middle of January. This is my first pregnancy and I have a lot going for myself career-wise. I don't believe this is my child. And I don't know what to do, or at least how to go about doing it. She leaves in 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know how to have the conversation with her that I think this is not my child and I'd like a DNA test, mainly because it was hard enough having the conversations of her getting a job and about her returning to her family for the health of the baby, on top of the fact that we still live together for a while longer and I don't want to foster a hostile living environment for the either of us. I used to love her, but after all these issues that love is dwindling fast. I'm also an adopted child, so the thought of this affecting the child, whether or not it is mine, is heavy on my mind. I'm really distraught about the situation and it's causing me to slip back into a depression. What should I do? Am I tripping? Do you guys think she had sex with the man she was seeing in January, or could it be mine?